Now, meteorologist Kit Cloninger with your local pinpoint forecast.
Well, we've got beautiful weather here in the Quad Cities, and that's going to be the same story through the next several days through this weekend. So temperatures pretty comfortable as well as pretty clear skies. We'll have a few more clouds tomorrow, but today we've seen very clear skies with only a brief cumulus cloud or two with temperatures right now. We're sitting at 79 here in the Quad Cities, a little bit warmer out to our west, 82 in Fairfield, 81 in Washington, 68 in Galena already, a little bit cooler to our north. But taking a look at the tropics right now, we have our own meteorologist, storm chaser, Colby Martin. He has made his way down to Florida and is going to be riding out the storm of Hurricane Irma. So he's going to be providing us updates through the entirety of the storm. But right now, looking at the tropics, we've got 3 hurricanes in the Atlantic Basin, 2 of which are Category 4s, but this one is Hurricane Katia. It's only a Category 2, but can still pack a punch with winds over 100 miles an hour. It will be making landfall soon, probably overnight tonight, in the Mexican state of Veracruz. Now, looking far to the east, Hurricane Jose, Category 4 storm, very well-defined eyeball. This storm is heading towards the same area that Hurricane Irma was heading to just the other day. This is Barbuda. It had extensive devastation, and Hurricane Jose is possibly going to be impacting the same area. Winds, I say only 150 miles an hour because Hurricane Irma made landfall with 185 miles an hour. So definitely an intense storm on its own, but it will not be making any land impacts to the United States. Hurricane Irma, unfortunately, it's starting to go through an eyeball replacement cycle. You can see it's starting to clear out a little bit more, and we've got a much wider eye. This tends to weaken the storm a little bit. It's currently only a Category 4, but just barely. Category 5 winds are 156 miles an hour. So this is just barely a Category 4. Once the eyeball is replaced, it broadens the wind field and will intensify the winds in the eye. So once it makes its way closer to the Florida peninsula, it's going to intensify again. We've got the track here. We see right here on Sunday morning, it turns into a Category 5 once again, staying in Category 1 all the way up to around Jacksonville and Tallahassee, but making its way into Georgia. It'll be a tropical storm. Here in the Quad Cities, though, we're not going to be seeing any effects from it. It takes a turn to the northeast and will not impact our area. But here over the next several days, we've got a few clouds increasing overnight tonight, so we'll be seeing a pretty cloudy day tomorrow. But if you're heading out to see a football game tonight, we've got your football forecast up here. It'll be in the 60s by halftime, and when you're trying to get that last Hail Mary in at the final, we'll be cooling down to around the lower 60s. Looking overnight tonight, we'll have a low of around 54 degrees by the morning. Definitely a cool start, but a light breeze around the area. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, sunny in the afternoon, but temperatures in the mid-70s to upper 70s. So a nice repeat of today on tomorrow. Looking through the rest of the week, midweek we'll probably see 80 again, but temperatures still pretty comfortable through the rest of this week. Wrapping up weather trivia now, we were asking a question about hurricanes. So the question was, what was the strongest hurricane ever to make landfall in Florida? What do you guys think?
Well, the one in my lifetime was B. Andrew.
B. Andrew?
I think it's a trick, though, so I'm going to go A.
A. The Labor Day storm in 1935 made landfall with 160 miles an hour winds. So
I told you.
Well, Tiffany was around for that, so.
Yeah. I was around in 1935.
She looks pretty
Irma
good.
will possibly
When
rival
were you born
that.
then, Jim?
Not in 1935. I tell you, I
gotta go back to the
I haven't aged
1800s
well.
then.
That's true.
You're both looking very well there.
Thanks, kid. Coming up.